Hi, it's Kylie Davis here from CoreLogic. I'm here at the Inman Connect 2018 conference in San Francisco. It's the world's largest real estate and property tech conference, and this year it's attracted more than 5,000 real estate agents, major franchise groups, but most importantly, this year's seen the most number of Australians ever at the conference, with about 45 major real estate agents, brands over here looking at what's going on. So we're going to talk to them and find out what they've learned. Hi, I'm here with Leanne Pilkington, who is CEO of Laing+Simmons and the Dexar Group in Australia, and also Chairman or President of the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales. So Leanne, this is your first Inman Connect conference.
Certainly is.
What have you got out of it? How similar or different are the problems that American agents are going through compared to Australians?
I'm actually really surprised that we are having exactly the same conversations at home as we've been having for the last few days here in San Francisco. So we're talking about the fact that we need to become trusted advisors, so that whole pathway to professionalism that we're working on so hard at home. Obviously technology is a huge theme that is happening, and there's been some interesting sessions around the conflict.
The conflict between that, isn't it? Because there's been, I think Gary Keller, who runs Keller Williams, which is one of the biggest real estate agents here in the US, made the point that are the agents driving the technology, or is the technology driving the agents? And I think probably what a lot of real estate agents feel is that the technology has been driving them rather than them taking control. So what are the things that you've seen that are going to give agents that control back, do you think?
There's a lot of really good technology if you get time to get around and have a look at it all. And also I've been doing a lot of the sessions that are being run by Compass, who seem to be, I'm fascinated by them, but they seem to be creating a little bit of a interesting dynamic.
Well, they're an upstart coming into their market, aren't they?
Lot of money. But the thing that frightened me earlier today was Compass have already raised $800 million, and they've got fantastic technology. Yet they think they've got to spend more than $1 billion more to get the technology to where it needs to be, and I just find that mind-blowing. So I don't know how individual agents themselves are going to be able to keep up.
Do you think that's going to overwhelm, or how is that going to play out in the, can real estate agents keep up? Like with that kind of spending?
No, I don't think so. And I mean, not the biggest groups in Australia certainly can't afford to, unless they go down the same road that Compass has gone to get those external investors. But also, it's been interesting. Some people are just still saying, don't want to know about the technology. That's in Houston. We don't need to worry about that. So it's interesting. Different markets are seeing a different level of take-up.
Playing out different ways, and it's always going to be, a lot more intense here in San Francisco because you're so part of Silicon Valley and all of that sort of stuff. So, has there been any technology that you've seen downstairs that you think, oh my gosh, that's amazing, we've got to bring that over?
There's some of the stuff that I've seen has been really. It has been really good, but what I'm still finding, with the exception of the people like Compass that are investing in it themselves, it's technology that does that, and then there's technology that does that, and really what
how do you bring it together?
Is to bring it all together, because otherwise we're logging in and out of a dozen or more systems every day, and that's just crazy. People won't use that.
So the next revolution is going to be bringing all of that stuff together into single sign-on, into one platform, or into even a platform that's handing off from. We do this bit stuff really well, but then we hand over to this bit, and it's all seamless.
That's the thing, and we need to get to that, because obviously, it was interesting to see. There's a lot of fee pressure here as well. Obviously, we're seeing that at home.
And they have 6% fees over here, because there's 3% on the buyer side, 3% on the vendor side. So they freak out when they hear about Australian agents doing 1 to 2.5%.
Yeah, that's right. But there are there's a lot of downward pressure here on fees, just like at home, and because of that, we really have to leverage the technology, so that we can actually, so it doesn't cost us as much to do the business.
Cool. Okay. Thanks so much for your time.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Anne.